Well, there you go. Hello, guys. How are you doing? Well, not too many people yet, but we have a few. Uh, Dear producer, could you post the link of the YouTube on Twitter as well? Thank you. And yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's a good night at where I am. Uh, Beautiful, beautiful weather outside, and yeah, I'm enjoying this nice little break that I'm on. Basically, hello, Kumar. Kumar, come on, man. Tweet the bloody YouTube link out to your public on Twitter as well. Go on, be quick. All right. So, what are we expecting from the market? I really want to start off quickly on the daily chart, first of all. Let's go. Let's go. People would be surprised. Why the fuck am I online so quickly and on time? Afternoon, Steve. Afternoon. All right. So, let's get rid of everything. So, this morning, during our call, I did mention quite clearly that I'm expecting previous day high to be swept and I don't want to take a trade until that happens. And well, we had a very good confirmation out of it as of now, but this does not completely turn me bearish. All right. I'm not going to say that I have turned completely bearish and I'm happy to take a short from anywhere and whatsoever. Now, the mindset that I'm playing today, it's going to be I'll go through it on shorter time frame, but let's just quickly do the higher time frame first. So we have this nice little daily fair value gap sitting right over here. All right, we basically got rejected for the first fair value gap on daily right here. Then we created another gap. Now, what does that mean? That means that the market wants to show continuation. That's the signal from the market. Hey, I want to keep continuing where I am in the direction that I'm creating these gaps in. How will these gaps react and how the market will react to it is going to be answered with gap towards the upside. We have swept all this liquidity down, right? Everything is gone. All the liquidity is out of the way. And now it all comes down to how does the market open and how does the market react straight away, right? That's going to answer a lot of questions, right? So let's quickly look at 4 hourly. 4 hourly is looking really bearish at least as of now. That's a bearish looking candle. We do have a fair value gap below us, and the market could very well react to it, right? So we will keep an eye on this fair value gap. More than this fair value gap, I think what we should do is we should keep an eye on how this market reacts to the new week opening gap. So let's just I deleted it as I wanted a cleaner chart. So let's just go somewhere around here, better, and then just mark out the new week opening gap. So this is the body close. This is the low over here, and let's just extend it to the right. So extend lines to right, and now we'll have our gap all the way through. So mark it as gap, and oh fuck's sake, I'll have to do it again. Extend it to the right. Cool. So that's the gap that we are talking about, right? That's the gap that I want to see how the market reacts to. I feel that the market wants to head inside it, fill it up, and then do whatever it wants to do. Now, looking at 4 hourly, right now we are trading way far away from it, right? We are around 150 points away. So that could be a trade in itself. But how do you want to take that trade? On the lower time frames, I'm seeing a couple of patterns that are forming, and those patterns will dictate how this market will react and what this market will want to do. So let's quickly go to the lower time frames first so that we can get an idea or a gist of what the market might be doing. Now, starting off with 5 minutes. We have swept the previous day high. By the way, I announced it this morning, right? When we were in the call, and I opened the call, the mentorship call for everyone so they could join. That once previous day high is gone, you should be looking at how this market reacts, right? At this point of time, I was thinking, okay, previous day high is gone. Shall we take a short? But we never inverted this fair value gap. We always kept above it and closed above it. So I did not take a short here. Then I was thinking, okay, where can I take a short? The market pushed higher very quickly, and then it got rejected and started inverting this fair value gap. So it inverted this fair value gap, came down, tuck, 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 and then on the 2-minute time frame, if you will see, you basically inverted, but there was this fair value gap which was not yet inverted. The moment this fair value gap got inverted, that was my signal to enter. So I entered here, stops just above over here, right? And just targeted 3 hour from here. Very, very clean trade. I didn't have to do much. Easy price action. And it was like as planned, right? You didn't have to do much about it. You were like, okay, this is the plan, this is how it's going to work out, and this is what we are going to do. Now, couple of things that we are basically that we were talking about just now, right? We were talking about a couple of patterns that were forming. So one of them just got invalidated. So I was looking at this inverse head and shoulder that has been forming for quite some time. And over here, I was like, okay, if it pushes up, we know it's going for a turtle soup on the previous day high. But now it has failed. So the failure has already played out. Now, looking at the bigger picture, you have to go to 15 minutes. You had this nice favor, head and shoulder pattern that basically formed. So if you will see, it's not a complete one. So some people who do not trade patterns, they will be surprised to see, or they might not even see this. So this is the shoulder, this is the head, and then there is this tiny shoulder that happened over here. And now we are breaking down. Now this will take us down into the new week opening gap, all the way to Asia low. How do we play this though? Do we play this pre-market, or do we play this after the market opens? Now this is what you want to kind of wait and see what really happens. I'll take the questions. I'm seeing a couple of questions out there. I'll take them. Just don't worry about that. I'm just waiting for market open, see if there's any trade, and then take the questions, right? Or even before market open, if we get an opportunity. It's just that I don't see a stop loss which I can put safely. And also we are still trading above true day open. So I really want price to kind of go below true day open before I start, putting my fingers in. So let's just quickly take questions. So, by the way, my bias is bearish, as you could have thought about it. Go into the new week opening gap. If you go below new week opening gap, bearish for the week. If you basically take support there and start bouncing out of it, bearish for the day. All right. So that would be my bias overall. Let's see what happens. I mean, my bias has been wrong more times than right. So I'm just going to chill when it comes to bias. But let's take the questions. Hey Zade, hey everyone. So Bangkok has a good question. Why didn't I wait for the retouch of the FEG? The thing is, when you have a clear bias, Bangkok, you really don't want to keep waiting for the retouch to get a better R. Now, I don't know, like when we are looking at the markets, we really don't know whether the market is going to give us the perfect entry opportunity or not, right? You really don't have an idea about that. So the only thing that you are aware of is what the market is currently doing. Now, in that case, I would rather enter the trade than wait for the perfect entry. I really don't care about the perfect entry. So if I've got an inversion, that basically gives me a clear signal that the market wants to head lower. Now, if the market really wants to turn around and stop me out and create a new high, that's another story altogether. But overall, the picture was clear. We have taken liquidity from the upside, previous day high, to be fair. I'm going to take a trade here, guys. It's going to run quickly before open. So let's see if we can get an opportunity somehow. I mean, Asia low is still very far away. It's just that we need to find a way to enter this. So Q1 is going right. So if we can sustain below Q1 on the lower time frame, I might take a pre-market trade and use Q1 low as a stop loss. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to take one for the team. If you don't want, please don't take this trade. It's going to be 0.5 hour. I'm going to put my stops above here for a 31-point stop. And I'm going to be targeting the Asia low first. All right, so Asia low. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, my answer to that question was that if I have an opportunity, why should I wait? I would rather enter the opportunity than waste my time trying to figure out what's good. Like this one, right? I saw an opportunity. It's below true day open. I thought, okay, whether this market might stop me out or might not stop me out, it doesn't matter. If I'm seeing an opportunity, I will take that opportunity. Rest, how that works out, it's a different, problem for a different day. So I don't care about that problem right now. That's how I trade. That's been my strength. I should say, for a very long time. That I trade the opportunity. I don't wait for the perfect entry, perfect model. I really don't wait for it at times. I just enter if I feel that, hey, there is an opportunity and I can take that opportunity. So let's see how the market opens. I don't think there's much time left to open. How many seconds? 14 seconds. So yeah, we'll get our answer if we are going to get stopped out on this one or not pretty quickly. So this is still a good reaction. Okay, so there comes the rush from the market. Let's see whether the market has the power to go lower. No, not yet. Okay, cool. There comes the sell-off. Today open, good rejection. You want to wait and see what this market does here. It could keep going lower. It could basically reverse completely. So just no stop loss movement yet. I want to see at least a minute's worth of price action to move my stops. Till the time we don't have that minute worth of data, then moving stops is not going to help us in any way. So 15 more seconds after this. Pepo, hey, ZA. Hello, everyone. So let's see. This is the 15-second candle, last 15-second candle for 1 minute closure. This looks like a more bullish 1 minute closure than bearish because there's not much body to the candle. All right, closure done. I'm not going to move my stops yet. There comes the sell-off. At the close of the next 15-second candle, I'll go break even on this. And I'm going to take a TP here. So I've closed 25% of position. And I'm going to go, no, I'm not going to go break even. I've closed 25% of position. I'm still same stop loss. So I've reduced my risk by taking some profit, but same stop loss. I'm going to wait. I'm going to move my stops to break even now. So break even trade, please. If we get stopped out, that's fine. If we don't, that's fine. Let's go. Let's see what we get here. Where is the MA? Okay, I'm stopped out on break even, so I'll just wait now. So small profit, not too much, just a tiny little bit of profit, and I'm stopped out of this. So just going to wait now and let the market come to me again. Now I'm going to see how we react to Asia low before entering a trade. So let's see. So just going to wait and see how the market reacts to the lows of Asia before entering anything. This is so ridiculous. It pipped us out and fucking went for the full TP. Fucking shit. I thought at the end of this candle that it will keep propelling lower. It just wanted to wick us out, and the motherfucker went to where I wanted it to go. Well, life of a trader. Sometimes you make, sometimes you don't. It was a good trade overall. I mean, the bias and the direction and the entry was perfect. It's just, yeah, stop movement was not. Life. I'm still in. Zeddy, why the fuck are you always in when I am out of the fucking trade? I hate you. Oh, fuck's sake. I was thinking about moving my stops here as well. I swear I was thinking about this. But then my thought took way too long and I just decided to put it there. So, good sell off. To find an opportunity, we'll need to wait 2 more minutes. This is like the area where you don't want to enter. Like, I would rather love price to push higher first, then go lower. But, well, I don't dictate what the market does. I only dictate what I can do. Right. So, let's see what the market wants to do here. It could keep selling off pretty quickly, but it could also reverse from here pretty quickly as well. So keep your eyes open. Do not overexpose. That's the only things that I can say. So let's see. This is the last 27 seconds of the 5-minute candle. So quite crucial. We'll get the first 5-minute movement completed, and then we can make a decision on how we want to trade. Okay, 5-minute candle closed. Let's see what do we get now. And closing. Okay, nice. I want to see how this market reacts here. So the first 5 minute, I mean, Asia low is gone. So you can look at the 1 minute and wait, basically wait to play some sort of inverse liquidity model. See, it could be reaction could be bullish or bearish. This is the beauty of this market right now, because we are in that new week opening gap. It could very well just push out of this pretty quickly, like a V-shaped recovery, which it is trying to do right now. So just wait and watch. That's a pretty decent candle. Wow, that's a bloody big stop loss. Can't take this trade no matter what I do. Okay, I'm going to try a short position here. Again, might be risky, but half risk. Going to place my stops above true day open. Hmm, there are equal highs there. So that's the only thing that scares me. No, I'm not going to take this. The equal highs on that this candle is forming will attract price, and then we are leaving back-to-back fair value gaps as well. So I'm not going to take a short here. Instead, I'm going to wait for this candle's closure. And if we do leave back-to-back fair value gaps, might just take a long out of this. So let's wait and see what we get. Ghost protocol. Okay, I'm going to take a long here. Put my stops under this candle. That is the BPR as well. So let's go. Let me just first take the position. Okay, cool. I'm in. So in a long, guys, let's see how the market plays out. I'm just going to play the back-to-back fair value gap targets. So stops underneath this candle, and just go for the targets on the fair value back-to-back fair value gap. Nothing more. This could basically stop out pretty quickly. So be open for a loser. So this is like again a full risk trade, no half risk, no half measures in it. So just waiting to see how we react. And if we invert these fair value gaps, trust me, you can go short. That would be the last trade of the day for me. All right, waiting to see what happens here. Good reaction, but no follow through yet above the MA. So that's something that scares me. So that we are not able to push above the MA is not something not good. So yeah, just be wary of that. I always see the MA as a decision point for price most of the time. Like if the market is not able to push above some sort of a moving average, there has to be a reason for it, right? The market is basically trying but not able to achieve that, and that kind of dictates sometimes how I think about the market. So just keeping my eyes on this, see what happens here. Not a good looking candle for sure. Stopped out of this trade. I'm just going to wait and see what happens here now. Just relax and chill and see what happens. I'm basically plus 5-ish hour for the day. So not a bad day, but I expected this to bounce. It's gone into that second fair value gap and it's showing strength there. So just keeping my eyes on that. And it's not yet inverted the first one completely. Okay, so the first one might be inverted on this candle. Let's see if it has the strength to invert it. It's trying its level best. It's inverted both the fair value gaps now. Now let's see whether we get a continuation. Might try a short position, but need some more confirmation for that. At least another candle towards the downside to basically give me confidence that it does want to go lower. Okay, cool. Asia low. Let's see the retest of Asia low. Whether we get a follow through below or not. Moment of truth. Damn it, this is too late, I think. It's okay. I'm gonna close the day on +5R if I don't get any other opportunity. Let's see if we leave a fair value gap. I can maybe use that fair value gap as a place to make a trade from. $34 seconds to go. Let's see. I would love to see a fair value gap formed here. I'll take a short here and put my stops above Asia low and see what happens there. So taking a short here, I'm in. Stops are above Asia low. I'll just put it on the chart as well. Just let me put my stops and everything in place and then. Okay, cool. So short position from here. Stops are above Asia low, just tiny bit. So this candle's body. And I'm just gonna aim for the low of the gap. Nothing more, not going for previous day low or something yet. Let's see how this market reacts. This will be the last trade for me. If this doesn't work out, then I'll take it as a signal from the market that, hey, maybe chill out, motherfucker. You need to accept. If the market doesn't give you what you want, you just accept it and move on. Maybe sometimes your bias is correct, but you can't enter or exit in the right place, and it's just best to take that as a clue and just walk away from the market sometimes. Because not every time it will be your day, right? Not every time the market will play as you expect it to play. So sometimes you just take it as a signal and be like, okay, fine, it didn't work out for me. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to come back tomorrow. So that sort of day, it might be that sort of a day for me, because it's a good sweep. It's a good push lower as well. It's all about, can the market sustain this move towards the downside? The only problem I see is that it has come above the 25% and not closed properly below it. That's the only concern I see overall. Otherwise, the trade looks fine to me. So let's see what happens here. We are inside that fair value gap that I was waiting for. This candle is crucial, believe it or not. It will dictate what happens here and obviously whether this market can keep pushing lower or not. Good push. Let's see how it closes. So closure is good, but we didn't still could not push like below that 25% mark. So properly, still like, dicey sort of a structure. So let's just wait and see. What you want to see here is like a 1 minute candle that really presses down, and it's not like tuck, 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 tuck. It's like push, 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 and that's it, done. If you keep getting these candles, that basically tells you that, hey, the market is indecisive in this area and might just turn around. Okay, at last, maybe this one. Try till you succeed. Hai. We've reached 15-minute AG targets. That's good to know, Kumar. Thank you. The thing is, like, Kumar, even though there's AG targets there, it's just that I feel the new week opening gap should be filled better. So I'm just waiting for that to be accomplished. Hopefully it will be. If not, then this will be my last trade. I'll be done after this. So let's see the reaction here. If we come above Asia low, I think if anybody wants to enter along there, if we start reacting, let's say we start inverting this fair value gap and we come above Asia low, I would not mind taking, I'll not take it personally because I would have lost 2 trades. So I'll be done for the day, for the session. And I've already had a good London session, but it would not be a bad place to take a long position. But yeah, we need to come above Asia low and then push through it. As of now, it's still rejecting from that fair value gap. So that's fine. Nothing to see. Asia low retest now. Let's see what happens here. I'm stopped out, by the way. It didn't show it in trading view, but I'm stopped out on my prop firms. So I'm out of this trade. Imagine it fucking dumps from here. This will be the second trade in the New York session that would do this to me. But I'm stopped out. So yeah, well, that would be it for me. Around -2 hour for the session, which is okay. So -2 hour, let's just write it here. -2 hour overall. It's okay. Part of the game. Overall plus 4-ish hours. So not a bad day overall, but -2 hour for the YouTube session. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for taking out time and being with me. And yeah, I'm going to see you tomorrow again. Hopefully not -2 hour. And yeah, let's see how the day goes tomorrow. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining in. Take care of yourself.